three-dimensional pumpkin faces. And here are some examples. Alright, boys and girls, you will receive a template with 6 pumpkin shapes, and you are going to draw a face on every pumpkin shape. You can repeat a face, or you can change the face: happy, silly, scary, funny, tired. You decide, but I'd like you to work on every single pumpkin shape. And there's one that's actually turned on the side. So you're going to have to turn your paper a bit to get the face in the right direction. You will see at the bottom left there are 2 stems to choose from. You're going to choose the one that's curly or the one that isn't quite curly. You also need to extend those stem shapes downward a little bit so that you can glue that stem shape into your pumpkins. So take your time, enjoy yourself, and be creative. Be sure to turn this pumpkin in the right direction to add a face to the one in the center. The second step is adding color and textured lines to the stems. You want to create a little rectangular shape under those stems so that they can be glued carefully to the pumpkin shapes. Also, I'm going to flip my paper over and add a little bit of color behind the stems so that when we glue this piece all together, the front and the back of the stem will have color. Step 3 is adding color and textured lines to each pumpkin. You don't have to go with traditional colors. Feel free to be creative, but you really want to add some points of interest and attraction through color and textures. Make sure to flip your paper over, find the back side of the stems, and add some color. You can see I colored both stems in. You obviously do not need to, so choose one. Step 5. I'd like you to separate each pumpkin shape and cut carefully around each pumpkin and stay on the lines. I'd also like you to set aside all your scrap paper, and another student or myself will pick up all the scrap paper so you do not need to get up from your work. So cut the scraps off, carefully work your way around each pumpkin, and choose a stem to cut around. Step 6. You need to set each pumpkin carefully and neatly on your desk, with the faces going in the same direction. After you've set out all the pumpkins in the stem, we're ready for the final step. Fold each pumpkin carefully in half. So that's 6 pumpkins being folded down the middle in half. Once you bring both edges together, make sure that each fold has a nice tight crease line. And you're folding right on the face, putting the face on the inside of your fold. All 6. You do not have to fold the stem yet. Alright, finally, you'll use a glue stick and you'll layer some glue on 1/2 of the folded pumpkin shape. So choose a pumpkin, put glue on 1/2, set the glue to the side, take another pumpkin and carefully press those pieces together. Carefully press just the half. And keep one side dry, and those two fit together nicely. Now, once again, get the glue stick and add a layer of glue to 1/2 of the pumpkin. Grab a dry folded pumpkin shape. Press those two pieces together carefully. You can lift up and check your edges, and then set it down carefully. Now it should be dry again. Add one more little layer to the half of this pumpkin. Take another folded pumpkin, press it on your glue, just 1/2. Give it a nice press. Turn the pumpkin fold over, and it's going to be dry again. Add a layer of glue to 1/2. We're going to keep repeating this process. Pick up a folded piece of paper with the pumpkin on it. Press down 1/2 of the pumpkin. Close it. Press. Add, oh, it's looking good. I like it. Add glue once again to 1/2. This is our final shape to glue down. Pick up the pumpkin shape, press them together. Finally, the last pumpkin shape. We're also going to insert the stem. We could have done this in the beginning, So I might have a little hard time pulling it apart. Hopefully, if you think you're going to have trouble, you could glue it down to the first one and press together. Now it opens up kind of like a book. I need a little bit of glue on one half. Carefully layering the glue, and the last pieces get glued together. So I may add a little more. Press these pieces together. Make sure they're adhering. And now kind of separate those little pieces so they can stand up. So you have to kind of evenly move the shapes of the pumpkin around. I'm going to flip this upwards so that you can see the pumpkin in every face you've created. The stem is at the top. And finally, it's finished. Remember to be neat and stay creative. These are criteria I'd like you to consider. Your effort, your use of materials, are you following instructions? What's the execution look like? And are you being creative and showing some originality?